In this video, we're going to talk about some standard exclusions that are under any sort of personal property policy. Now, that's going to be a homeowner, a condo, a renter's policy, a dwelling policy. Any of those sort of policies are going to have these standard exclusions included in them. And you need to be aware because not everybody is aware of these things. One of them, and probably one of the biggest, especially if you live like in Louisiana or a coastal town, or you live close to some sort of body of water, or a place that gets just a lot of rain. There's areas in Louisiana along the Mississippi River, also along the coast, same thing in Mississippi. There's places inside of Texas close to different bodies of water, the Toledo Bend, other places like that. And then in Arkansas, along the Arkansas River. There's different chances that you have or possibilities to get flood damage. Now, flood is basically rising water that has gotten out of its banks or that has inundated a certain area, usually more than 3 acres of land or more than one piece of property. It's typically what flood is. Now, all those policies that I mentioned, they all excluded. The only way to get flood insurance or flood coverage is through a flood policy. Now, there are a few, but a very few policies out there that will offer flood coverage inside of it. But typically, I would say probably 95% of the time, if not maybe 99% of the time, this is going to be excluded underneath your policy. So you need to take a look at flood coverage if you think you're in one of those areas. It is less expensive than you may think, anywhere from $200 to $400 typically, depending on the policy that you purchase, what the coverage needs are that you have. But just understand that that is something that you need to get on a separate policy that is flood. Another thing that is often excluded is going to be earthquake. That's going to be excluded. You can usually get that added as an endorsement though. However, if your insurance company does not offer that, you can usually buy that on a standalone policy. And that's going to depend on where you live. Obviously, if you're in an area that's more prone to earthquake, it's more likely it's going to be excluded, but you may be able to purchase it. Unfortunately, these usually have high deductibles. Like a $10,000 deductible might be a smaller deductible. So keep that in mind. But if you have an earthquake, it's probably going to be more of a catastrophe type of claim, meaning a large claim. There are options out there. You can reach out to us. We have options for standalone earthquake policies, or we can take a look at your home policy and make sure that you do have earthquake coverage included in it. So if you would like to ask other questions, find out more, just reach out to us, text us, email us, call us, Facebook message us. I'd be glad to help you any way we can. Appreciate you taking time to watch this video and let us know if we can help you out in any way. You have a good day.